Okay, well, today we have a proposal on the human development side, and we call it Simplex. It's an e-mentorship platform. And my name is Sara, this is Boushra, and Amiri. Okay, so 2 days ago, Mr. Benkian spoke about the need to have a new model for business development in Morocco, and we thought it was perfect for us to speak about this today. Because yes, we do need a new model. We have been using traditional models for business development and to encourage entrepreneurship, but today we are in serious need of a new model. And our source is Morocco Golden Rules. So again, my name is Sara Amiri, and I'm from Casablanca, Morocco. I came to the United States for my education in UW Whitewater, which is the University of Wisconsin. I currently work as a business analyst for Blackthorn Capital Management, and we're developing a system for a branch for Goldman Sachs there in Whitewater. I also started my own business called Peer2 Connect. We are still in the startup phase. Like I said, I go to UW Whitewater. I graduated with a finance degree, and I'm also pursuing my master's in finance and information technology management.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Boushra. Hello everyone. My name is Boushra Rafi. I'm originally from Agadir, Morocco. I came to the States a couple of years ago to work in the cultural exchange program with Walt Disney World in Epcot Center, Orlando, Florida. I'm going to school here for journalism, media, and TV broadcast journalism. I'm also working in marketing, an IPTV company.
And I'm Henry Schwartz, and I've been an entrepreneur from a very young age, but before that I became a global citizen. Shortly after my father passed away, my mom thought it would be a great opportunity for us to bond by traveling around the world. So in the past few years, throughout my entire, child rearing, I've been exposed to different cultures, different ways of lives, and that's really impacted the way that I grew up. And this was me the first time that I was in Morocco. So at age 15, my passions met luck and good timing. And I wound up purchasing a skateboard store and running that for a few years. And as a result, I was named the Young Entrepreneur of the Year by the NFIB for my passions in developing my business ideas. So that led me to going to university, and there I took my passion for entrepreneurship and was involved in a few different organizations, and I helped those organizations grow. Each one of those organizations found other entrepreneurs who were developing their business ideas. This one was the Collegiate Entrepreneurs Organization. One that Sara and I are involved in is the Launchpad program, and then also we helped build our entrepreneurship major at our school. And also right now I'm working on 2 startups. But entrepreneurs are a really unique kind of people. And the difference between their success and their failure is luck and timing and having the connections to the right people. So this part in my life, I didn't quite have that luck or that timing. A best friend and I invented a solar paneled headphone. We couldn't find a market for it, and so we abandoned the project. But 2 years later, Southwest Airlines developed something really similar for all their tarmac workers throughout the US. So just missed timing, missed opportunity, missed out on creating a lot of new financial resources. So we have ideas like this, but they grow stagnant because of not knowing the exact people to talk to. And we have a real life example of a Moroccan who also had a similar situation like this.
So besides my passion about writing stories, news stories, and covering them eventually, I also have a passion for cooking, especially our Moroccan cuisine, that is so rich and elaborate. But I always have this idea to have my little mini Moroccan restaurant. I have so many ideas, but of course you don't have the organization or the resources or the people who can guide you and give you the best resources. So I have the ideas, but I have no one to go to bring my ideas to reality, to see so my ideas can see light.
And that's what, when our idea comes to mind, is people like Boushra and people like Henry previously. They lack the timing, but also the guidance. And when we talk about giving resources, it's not just about money. I mean, it's great to give an envelope of money to an entrepreneur, say, here is $10,000, you can do this. But we believe that guidance and timing is as important as money. Just having access to a network of people who can give you guidance is as important as giving someone a startup budget. And that's where our idea came from. So we have a Moroccan student or a Moroccan living in Morocco or in the US. They have this brilliant idea. And what we do is we ask them a couple of questions. How it's been done in the past, and it's still done in Morocco, the traditional way of having this long process and this long application. You answer tons of questions and then you might get the funds, you might not. But our way is very simple. We have about 10 questions. Asking the right questions, again, is very important. And we link them to the simplex of resources. It's a cluster of resources, meaning that, and I'll explain that in a moment, we believe that for a startup to be successful, they need to make meaning, and our model does make meaning. And what I mean by that is that we need two things to be successful. We need education, meaning universities, so partnerships with universities is very important. We also need access to business owners, business entrepreneurs who have similar experiences or even more experiences than we do. We also need access to government agencies. So having Madam Zidane here is very important for us because we believe that partnering with government agencies, financial institutions is as important. So here we create a cluster of 3 resources for this entrepreneur to make her idea into an action plan, and that's what they need. A lot of startups only need $1,000 to actually start. And believe me, it is true. Like in Wisconsin, we have people that only need about $1,000, $2,000. In Morocco, it might be even less. So money is not always the issue. Yes, it is. I'm not going to argue about that. But they also need guidance, someone who's done it before. Like here, they're developing a legal network. I think we can really work together into providing legal advice, for example. So our objective is to have a pool of 50 mentors and market and advertise for it. And for that, we need venues for us to advertise. We also want to attract and engage mentees to different venues and build more partnerships with universities, with business owners, and with government agencies that could provide this guidance. Also, we want to develop succession planning with eMentor's leadership team. So how it works is mentees are matched with mentors. They could ask questions. They could communicate on a weekly basis. There is guidelines where they have to communicate on a weekly basis. They have to submit a report that says what they talked about and what the action plan is. Like the mentor says, okay, what are you doing this week? What are you working on? And they follow up with them. And kind of pushing this entrepreneur, sometimes we have this great idea, but we don't believe in ourselves. When I started my business, one of my mentors actually told me something I would never forget. He said, Sara, we're not here talking about your idea. I'm here evaluating who you are. If you are able to actually do this, it's not about your idea. You can come up with 10 more ideas, but if you're not the right person, if you don't have the right guidance, we just can't have you in the incubation program where me and Henry are in. And it really impacted me because it gave me more confidence that they do believe in you, and that's what mentors do. So we want mentors like lawyers, government agencies to actually tell that mentee that yes, you can do it. So this is our idea, and I want to just thank Dr. Amiri Shigani from Himsa, Adnan Benis from Moroccan World News who supported this idea from the beginning, Mr. Munir Wahadi who's in Texas, he couldn't join us today, and our own mentors, Dr. Choton Basu, he's from India, and he's from our university who's been helping us through this, and Dean Chris Clemens from UW Whitewater. Thank you very much.
And I just want to leave you with one last idea. And we've all heard it before, you teach a man to fish and he can fish for a lifetime, but you give him a fish and he'll only eat for a day. It's the same thing with business. You can give an entrepreneur money, but if they don't have the guidance to get there, they'll never achieve it. Whereas you could give them no money and connect them with the resources, and they can find that money and achieve it on their own.
I just want to give you just last translation from Madame Zidane. كما كنقولوا ما تعطينيش حتى كل ما كعلمني فوالا علمني كيفاش نصيبها. So that's the meaning. Thank you. Merci, شكرا.